Harriet, don't you ever get tired of being a little leech sucking off the generosity of mom and dad? I mean, shouldn't you have at least found a boyfriend to move in with by now? You know, I already have a boyfriend. What do you think about that?
Well, this is a surprise. It's been a while since I've heard from you. Since you started dating your boyfriend, I think. Although I don't really know where you get off starting the conversation like that. What changed to make you suddenly want to reach back out to me?
Oh, get off your high horse already and stop talking to me like I'm some little kid. I was so much younger when all of that happened. At that time, my boyfriend was the only person in the world who I cared about. I only lived with him because mom and dad were so against me doing it.
Yep, that really was a decision only a young person would make. So then, why the sudden change of heart? What made you want to talk to me now? Did you break up with your boyfriend?
Oh, Harriet, you've always been so sharp. Yep, that is basically exactly what happened.
I thought it had to be something like that.
That's right! I broke up with my boyfriend, so I am totally single now. Even though he promised me that he'd always be there to take care of me and love me. And all I did was cheat on him one teensy little time, and he gets all mad at me and starts talking about breaking things off. And he's doing all this and getting all huffy after he already promised to take care of me for the rest of my life.
Pearl, I literally cannot see a single version of this story where you are not the bad guy in it. I mean, it sounds to me like you were the one who betrayed his trust. Then again, I don't really know much about how you two operated as a couple. Maybe it's not really my place to say much about how things went down between you two.
You're right. It isn't your place. Well, whatever. I even apologized and whatever. But even then, he just wouldn't forgive me and was just totally making a big deal out of something that wasn't even that bad. Like, literally. Who does that guy think he is trying to judge me for one tiny little mistake?
I see. And so that's when you decided to reach out and message me? Is there something specific you wanted to talk about or ask from me or something? Or did you just need a place to vent about your relationship issues?
Well, tell me what you think, Miss Smarty Pants. You were always so much more clever than me. Why don't you just try guessing why I messaged you?
Boy, I sure missed this attitude. I'm sure that really helped out your situation. Anyways, if I had to guess, I would assume you want something or some kind of assistance or something like that. Tell me, am I getting warm?
Wow, 2 for 2. Oh my god, Harriet, you are like so smart. It is literally crazy.
Yeah, it's real insanity over here. Anyways, I think maybe I should remind you that you were the one who made the decision to leave home and move in with him. And besides, I don't really feel comfortable helping you. You do remember that when you left, you told all of us that we were dead to you, right? I mean, I know you do remember, but I'm just reminding you.
Wow, are you guys still upset over that little scene? Honestly, I'm surprised at you. I never took you for someone who holds grudges, sis.
That's not really what I'm saying, but you told mom and dad that you didn't want to hear from them again because they didn't approve of you moving out so suddenly to live with that guy you barely knew. And then you turned to me and said since they're not your parents anymore, that I'd have to take care of them.
What? I don't really remember it going down that way, but agree to disagree. Besides, that's all in the past now. Who didn't hate their parents when they were that age? Seriously. Also, I totally thought that my BF would be with me forever and always take care of me no matter what. So the decision kind of made some sense at the time if you think about it. Why would I be thinking about the future when my present was always so good?
I think this is something a little too big to brush off by saying that you were young. You always only ever thought of yourself and were always trying to shove all your responsibilities onto me. I'm sorry, but I still haven't forgotten or gotten over it.
Well, yeah, but thanks to me doing all of that, I finally had a good idea. So, actually, you should be thanking me right now.
What are you talking about? What could this good idea possibly be?
Don't play dumb with me. It doesn't suit you, you know? After all, I know about everything.
Everything what? I have no idea what you're talking about. Can you just get to the point, please?
For instance, I know that right now you're living in a condo with mom and dad, aren't you? And that you spend all day inside never leaving. Am I wrong? What I'm saying is that I know that all this time you've just been leeching off our poor parents.
Excuse me? Are you being serious right now with that?
Of course I am. I know all about it. The other day, I saw Mom on the street in Palace Heights. I thought to myself, what is Mom doing in this part of town and so far from home? And then she turns into a building, and what do you know? It's a condo complex. I was shocked.
I see what's going on here. So you stalked Mom all over town and finally figured out where we moved to. Is that what you're saying?
And I also know that you only ever leave the house at certain times. Who knew you would grow up to be such a shut-in? Even though Mom leaves the building every day to go to work. It's not fair. I want to be a leech too.
Pearl, I don't even know where to begin on how wrong all of those assumptions you made just are. First of all, I'm not leeching off Mom and Dad. So let's set that straight right now. Besides, you realize that you're basically confessing to stalking us outside our home, right?
I don't really see it that way, but whatever. Go off, I guess. All I was doing was checking on my big sister to see how she's living and make sure she's doing okay. Also, that's why I'm going to be stopping by the house for a visit pretty soon here.
You're what? I thought you said we're all dead to you and that you have no parents.
Oh, come on, sis. It's like I said, that was the old me. This is the new me you're talking to. Anyways, it's totally cool with you if I move into the condo, right?
No. No. Not in a million years. No. We don't even have a room that you could stay in if you did. The space is already a bit cramped as it is, and another person would just be too much.
What? Come on, don't be like that, sis. You're being a total buzzkill right now. Anyways, I'll be coming over soon to look the place over and stuff, so I guess I'll decide whatever I want to do then. Okay? Because I was kicked out of my place because my boyfriend flipped out, so I don't really have a place to stay. Honestly, the timing couldn't be more perfect for me.
Listen to me. This will not happen. You are just talking to yourself at this point. And you've always been like this. You always just go along with whatever idea pops in your head and ignore everything everybody else is saying to you. It really makes me mad.
Are you being serious right now, Harriet? You know that Mom and Dad would be so happy to have me back home living with them. Anyways, I've made up my mind, and you can't stop me, so see ya!
Hey, Pearl! Are you serious? You can't just pull these kinds of stunts with us anymore. You need to listen to me. Ugh! You make me so mad, you know that?
Where are you? Come home right away. Pearl has come back to us, and she's talking about how she is going to be moving in and living with us from now on. Oh, sweetie, isn't it just wonderful? Your little sister has come back to her family for good.
She what? Mom, are you telling me that Pearl is in the condo right now at this very moment?
Yes, she's really here, in person. I was so shocked when the front desk called to say that my daughter was here asking to see me. She came up to our room and even apologized to us for running away all those years ago. Oh, isn't she just a wonderful little girl?
No, Mom. I really don't think you understand. She's just lying to you to get something that she wants. She wants to move back in, but we don't even have a room we could give to her. How are you supposed to let her live with us if we can't even give her that?
Harriet, honey, what are you talking about, dear? You're Pearl's older sister, aren't you? I'm shocked to hear you talk so selfishly when your poor dear sister has finally come back to us. You have plenty of space in your room, dear. Surely the two of you can share it. It'll be just like old times.
Mom, you know that my room also doubles as my home office. I can't really just share that space at this point.
Honestly, honey, do you even know what you're saying right now? Aren't you happy that your little sister has finally come back and wants to live with us again?
Okay, Mom. What are we going to do about money if Pearl does move into the condo with us? She's going to end up just like you, Mom.
No. Pearl said that she already found a job and is always working so hard. How can you say such awfully rude things about your sister at a time like this? Why don't you ever trust a word she says to us?
Because, Mom, you raised her to do whatever she wants and say whatever she needs to get things. Look, I just can't accept her living with us right now, okay? It's too much.
I see. So that's how you're going to behave, is it? Well, in that case, why don't you not bother coming home at all then? Just do whatever you'd like. I don't care.
Are you being serious, Mom? All right, then, I won't come home. Goodbye.
Someone's in trouble. I heard from a little birdie that Mom is super pissed at you. And she even told you not to come home. All because you didn't want me moving back in and to be a family again.
Yep, that's exactly right. But then again, you waited until I was out of the house to come over, didn't you?
That's exactly right. I knew that if I came over while you were there, you would have made some huge scene and the whole thing would be ruined. Anyways, it's better this way now that you are out of the picture.
And just what is that supposed to mean?
Well, the only one who should be leeching off Mom and Dad is me. Anyways, since I don't have my own room here, I think I'll just be taking yours, okay? In fact, how about I just take your spot at the condo? I've already thrown away all of your stuff. Good luck being homeless.
You threw away all my things?
Yeah, Mom said it was fine since you're never coming back. She is still so mad at you. It's hilarious.
Okay then. Good luck with everything.
No, you good luck with everything.
Okay. I guess we'll see then, won't we?
Harriet, what is going on right now? We just got some mail or something. Our contract with the building is run up. And now they're telling us we have to leave.
Well, yeah. I canceled the contract for that condo, so that sounds about right. The room belongs to nobody now, so yeah, I guess you should hurry up and pack your things. Although maybe if you hurried, you could convince the building to let you continue the contract.
Wait, what? So just because I took your place at the condo, you're canceling the contract? Don't you think that's a little harsh? Besides, I didn't know that you were the contract holder person.
Well, now you know. I was the contract holder person. Does that place look like something Mom and Dad could afford on their own? We could only afford that place if I signed the lease.
Oh, so that's how you all moved into this place together. Then, when Mom left home at the same time every day, was she just going to the casino this whole time?
Yep, that sounds about right for her. I guess you weren't very thorough when you were stalking us, were you? After all, she left the exact same time every single day. Mom always called it her daily ritual.
I can't believe this. So then, what does she do for work?
After you ran away from home, Mom and Dad both lost their jobs.
They were fired? So then, what? They just stay at home all day?
For the most part, yes. As you know, Mom likes to hit the casino when she can. And not just her, actually.
Are you kidding me? Why would they do that? And so you're just telling me that now neither of them have any kind of job at all?
Yep, neither of them work. Mom was fired because she had a bad habit of skipping her shifts. And Dad was caught embezzling a huge amount from his company.
Are you being serious? I never knew any of that. Well, so then how have all three of you survived this long?
Because I work and have been taking care of all of us.
That's impossible. You're lying right now. And why didn't you tell them to find a job?
Well, in their early retirements, they both developed pretty serious gambling problems. And even if I told them to leave the house and go find work, they usually just ended up sneaking off to the casino. Eventually, I just got sick of trying to tell them to work and left them to do their own things.
You what? You just coughed up money for them to keep gambling with?
Well, every now and then, one of them would win and be able to keep playing with their own funds. But when they stay at the house, I can't really concentrate on my work, so it was just easier to find an excuse to make them leave the house for a bit. So I thought of a way to get them both out of the house around the same time. I just had to give them a bit of cash and they could usually figure out how to entertain themselves.
What the heck are you talking about? I don't believe anything you're saying right now. You're trying to tell me that Mom and Dad were leeching off of you?
In so many words, yes, basically. Since I work from home, I wanted to find a nice place to live since it would also be my office. I was just letting Mom and Dad live with me. Even if I let more people stay at the condo with me, the rent was always the same, so it was never a huge deal for me.
Are you serious right now? You're telling me you make enough to take care of 3 adults and pay rent in a nice condo like this?
I worked tirelessly every day trying to better myself and become successful after you left and Mom and Dad got fired. I was working as hard as I could to take care of all 3 of us. But it all paid off, and I finally began to make enough that we could all live comfortably.
Harriet, that's amazing! So you're saying it's really no sweat for you to take care of one more person, right? I mean, surely adding one more mouth to the table couldn't cause that much trouble, right?
Do you hear yourself right now? There is no way I would ever let you live off what I earn. Besides, now it's your turn to take care of them.
My turn? What are you talking about? There's no way I could ever do that. I don't even have a job.
Oh, really? Mom said you found a job that you're always working so hard on, though. She was so confident in you that she felt fine telling me never to come home. But Pearl? Don't tell me that you lied to our mom about having a job. Surely not you.
Well, yeah, of course I lied about having the job. I had to make a good impression on Mom or else she wouldn't want me to move back in and stuff. Duh. But my ex always took care of everything for me. There's no way I could work now.
Wow, is that what happened? I guess you've really put yourself in a pickle with this one then, haven't you? But I'm sure it'll all be okay. I think people tend to flourish the most when they are between a rock and a hard place.
Wait, no! You can't do this to me. How am I supposed to look after both Mom and Dad? It's not fair. The whole reason I came back in the first place was because they were supposed to take care of me. How am I supposed to live like this?
Aw, but I thought this was what you wanted the whole time. And now, thanks to you, I'm finally free of Mom and Dad. Finally, I can move in with my boyfriend. Wow, this is such a relief.
Wait, hold up. You're telling me that you have a boyfriend?
Well, yeah, of course I do. But we both have jobs, which is why we're always so busy. We always make sure to meet up at least once a week at the same time, though.
So then, that means, did I meet him that day when I snuck into your place?
That's right, that was him. Wow, I am just so happy right now. When you messaged me, I had a really bad feeling about things at first. That's why I went ahead and sent my valuables to his house before you arrived.
You actually did something like that? That explains why your room was so empty when I went through all your stuff.
Yep. And I made sure to take all the things I would need for work with me as well. And sure enough, you showed up to the condo and threw away everything I had left behind. To be honest, I kind of felt bad for how easy it was to guess what you would do. You really haven't changed, you know that?
Okay, I get it. You're smart. You were right and I was wrong, so please come home. There's no way I can handle taking care of Mom and Dad. I promise I'll move out too, so please don't do this to me.
It's much too late for that now. The only reason you came back in the first place was to try and leech off of Mom and Dad. You've always only ever thought of your well-being and making sure that you were having a good time. So I just thought I would give you a small taste of the hell that you have put me through over the years. After that, I blocked my whole family from all of my social media. Also, they were all forced to leave the condo within the month. They finally managed to find a place to live, in a rundown apartment building on the edge of town. Of course, both Mom and Dad had gotten used to living an easy life with me and only grew more and more cantankerous when Pearl couldn't provide for them. Now, all three of them get into fights with each other every day. They're all working to the point of tears at a part-time job normally worked by high schoolers. And Pearl, who only ever cared about her own comfort and entertainment, has finally got her just desserts. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this. Well, tomorrow I'll finally be coming home. Ah, your business trip really has been going on for a while, huh? At least it's almost over. Although, you were supposed to come back today, right? Did things get extended by an extra day? Well, it's not like I can do much about it. It's work. If they want to extend it, it gets extended. It's not like they care about my schedule. Yeah, I know. Well, just hang in there, okay? When you come back tomorrow, I'll be sure to make some of your favorite things for you. I'll be waiting. Well, yeah, obviously. Around what time do you think you'll be coming back? I'd prefer to have everything ready so it's freshly made when you return. So could you give me an estimate as to what time you think you'll be getting home tomorrow? Well, I can't really give you an exact time, but it should be at some point in the evening. Sometime in the evening? Okay, I think I can work around that. Well, since you are a full-time housewife, I know that that won't be the only thing you'll need to think about. You're still going to need to make sure all of the housekeeping is done to perfection as well. And on top of that, keeping track of the time so you can be ready for when I return. Make sure you have a freshly made meal prepared and are fully ready to serve it the moment I walk in the door. Yes, I understand. Yes, well, if only you would start going to work as well, then you would be perfect. If I went to work as well, you do realize I wouldn't be able to get the housework done as well as I do now, right? What are you talking about? Don't try to pull the wool over my eyes. I know you could still get everything done. There are women who come into work every day while still perfectly getting housework done properly and are still taking care of their children just fine. They even manage to make themselves look presentable and still work hard. And do you think you can claim you can't do the same? Well, of course they can do that.
They are cooperating with their husbands to get everything done. They are undoubtedly shouldering the burden together, as a team. I am certain that's why they can appear as if they can just do everything.
What? You think their husbands are cooperating with them? There's no way something like that is going on. That's utterly impossible. Why would their husbands ever help out? Housework is a woman's job.
Dear, you do realize that in this day and age, that's not how things work anymore? Housework isn't just left to women anymore.
Even as far back as when I was a little boy, my mom would work very hard doing housework and taking care of me. All while she was also working a part-time job. Even now, at her ripe old age, she is still working hard doing part-time work and making money from my dad's assisted living facility.
Yes, that's certainly true. Your mother is quite an amazing person. I don't think anyone can deny that, and I certainly wouldn't try to. However, I must ask, are you truly that dissatisfied with how I do not have a job? Am I not also putting in just as much money into this household?
Oh, so you're putting money into the house too? What does that matter? I don't see how that is in any way relevant. What? Are you trying to say that you are working harder than me? Are you implying that your housework is more strenuous than the work I do every day?
Wait, what? Excuse me? I don't know where you got that idea, but I had no intention of implying anything of the sort. I'm sorry if it came across that way. Anyway, I don't think there's any use in trying to compare the two. It's apples and oranges. It's not like it's a competition.
Trying to talk about whether the money you inherited from your parents counts as an income or not. I don't understand needlessly complicated stuff like that. That's all just meaningless to me anyway. However, what I do understand is that out of all the people I see around me, both at work and at home, you are the only one who's living a cushy life just doing nothing but housework and relaxing the rest of the day.
So you think my life is cushy? Is that it? I assure you, I am not simply spending much of my day relaxing like the lazy person you make me out to be. I'm guessing that you are under the impression that the sort of housework I have to do here daily isn't much in the way of manual labor. Am I wrong? Even when it comes to taking care of the garden and having to wipe clean every surface in the house? You might not be aware of this, but work like that takes quite a significant amount of time and effort to get done right.
Sure, that sort of work might take a lot of time, but that doesn't exactly have anything close to being done under constant pressure from your boss now, does it? You also don't have to deal with disputes with customers or the like either, do you? That sounds just like relaxing, cushy work to me.
Sure, I'll grant you it doesn't have those extra difficulties, but that doesn't mean it's work you can just do with ease and then relax. What I'm trying to tell you is that housework is constant and takes a lot more time and effort than you seem to think.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, I'll be coming home tomorrow. Bearing in mind your place as someone who doesn't work a job like the rest of us, I expect at the very least that you'll have the housework done to my satisfaction by the time I get home. Got it?
Yes, I know. I heard you the first time. Leave it to me. I can handle it.
I'll be coming back home tomorrow.
Ah, okay. I understand. If it's all right, there's something I would like to ask you.
Yeah? What is it?
Tell the truth now. Where actually are you?
Huh? What kind of question is that? I'm on a business trip in Vermont. I'm pretty sure I told you the day before yesterday. What, have you been losing your memory recently or something? You're a little too young to be going senile.
No, that's not the issue here. The thing is, well...
Oh, come on already. If you're going to say something, then say it.
Well, as I was doing the shopping yesterday, I just happened to run into your boss, Mr. Schwartz.
What? You ran into my boss?
Yes, it was quite the unexpected coincidence. Well, since I knew he was your boss, I started talking with him about your business trip. And, well, I have to say, I was more than a little surprised by his response. He told me that ever since the start of the year, you haven't been sent on a single business trip.
Whoa, hey now. What sort of meaningless things are you babbling on about now?
Why is it that from what I heard from your boss, you just went into work normally today? Or perhaps I should just reiterate my first question instead. Where in the world are you right now?
What's the point of asking? It doesn't matter at all where I am, does it? I'm on a business trip. A business trip.
It appears you didn't pay attention to what I just told you. I spoke with your boss, and he said you have not had any business trips this entire year. Since I can feel pretty sure your boss wouldn't lie to me, I am quite sure you are not on a business trip. Please tell me where you actually are.
Ugh, you make me sick. I can't believe you would have the gall to do something like this. What makes you think you have the right to go sneaking about, snooping around and probing into my business? What? When I told you to get a job, did you figure you should just become a private eye or something?
Wait, what? Where did all that come from?
To think you've been sneakily sniffing around about my movements every day. You really make me sick. What you've been doing really is beyond the pale.
Why are you being so rude to me all of a sudden? I don't see why you have to be getting so angry with me. I told you, I just happened to find out what I did. For you to react so harshly at a single question. Could it be that you... Have you been cheating on me this whole time?
Of course not. What possible reason could there be for me to cheat on you?
Well then, why else would you be telling me lies about fake business trips?
They're not lies. I really am on a business trip right now. My business trips just weren't topics that ever reached Mr. Schwartz's ears. Isn't that obvious? He just never heard about them.
Is that sort of thing even possible? Do you really expect me to believe that your own boss doesn't know about your business trips?
Oh my gosh, just shut up already. Don't you go getting on your high horse when you don't even work. What could you possibly know about how a company runs? You have no idea how anything works. Outsiders like you shouldn't be trying to talk with such a pompous attitude when you don't have a clue.
Okay, yes. It's true that I don't have extensive knowledge of how a company is organized. But if your business trips were really not known about by your boss, wouldn't all of the days you've been out be counted as you simply being absent from work? That would end up with you incurring some sort of penalty, wouldn't it?
No, that's completely wrong. This is what I mean when I say you have no idea about what goes on at a company.
Well, how about I just contact Mr. Schwartz again and confirm it with him? I can tell him about how you're out on a business trip, as well as the days in the past where you were away from home. And I can ask him about how such behavior would be treated by the company as well. That sounds like a good idea to me, don't you think?
I'm telling you, everything is fine. Don't go doing any more unnecessary things. You'll just cause other people trouble. I'm honestly working hard every day. That also includes having to go on business trips from time to time. There is not a single problem with how I am doing my work.
Ah, is that right? I see.
Mr. Schwartz just isn't particularly fond of using the term business trip to describe what I'm going on. He might simply just be using some other term like working outside the office to describe it instead. We working people just have a different understanding about things like this than someone like you might have.
So you're saying it's that incoherent of a system, huh? That certainly doesn't sound like a system that would help a company function better to me.
It doesn't matter what you think. Do you understand what I've told you? Anyway, don't ask him a thing. Don't even speak to him. Even if you happen to run into him again by chance, do not, under any circumstances, talk to him about business trips or anything of the like. Do you understand me?
Well, that might be a bit difficult. Mr. Schwartz does seem to be quite the talkative person after all. Conversations with him tend to last quite a long time. To just say hello to him and not engage in some small talk of some kind? I don't know if that's a very good idea. That would likely be seen as quite rude, don't you think? I don't think I want your boss to think that poorly of me.
If you just greet him and smile, I see no reason for him to have any problem with you. You get it?
Even if you try to tell me to do something like that,
Now, don't go on any more of your strange little pretend private eye excursions anymore. Understand? Nothing good will ever come of you snooping around in matters that don't concern you. I can't guarantee everything will be okay if you do it again. Do you understand me? That's it. End of discussion.
One moment. We may have strayed far from the question, but I still need an answer. Where are you right now? Aren't you going to come home? Hello? Tom? Please answer me!
Tom, are you there? Have you seen my bicycle anywhere? It's not in the place that I always keep it in.
Oh, that thing? I sold it.
What? You sold it?
What, do you have some problem with me selling it now?
Well, yes, actually. If I don't have my bike, I won't be able to go to the grocery store to do the shopping anymore.
What, the grocery store where you ran into my boss, you mean? There's plenty of grocery stores around in this neighborhood as it is, aren't there?
Maybe there are. But compared to those, my usual supermarket has a much wider selection and has things on sale much more often.
Ha! See if I care. You reap what you sow. I sold your bike to make sure you can't go on your stupid little detective escapades anymore. If you properly understand what you did wrong, you'll accept your punishment properly and start searching for a new grocery store to shop at.
Is that really the reason you're deciding to go with here?
Well, even so, I managed to get quite a good price for that bike too. That bike was from some pretty high-quality brand, wasn't it?
Well, yes, that's right. I really took a lot of time searching for just the right one before I bought it.
I used the money from the sale to buy myself some new golf clubs. Thanks a lot.
What? Don't you think you've gone a little too far with this?
Huh? What do you mean, going too far?
Don't you remember that I bought that bike with my own money? For you to go and just sell the bike on a whim, and then go so far as to use the money to buy things for yourself.
Well, you bought it after we got married, right? That means that's something we share. So I also have a right to do what I want with it.
Even if that's the case, that doesn't mean you just get the right to sell it without even talking to me. That's not how sharing these things works.
Oh, don't you go whining at me like that. I told you already. It's your fault that the bike got sold to begin with.
What? Excuse me? How is it my fault that you got rid of one of my things yourself?
If you hadn't done such disgusting things like snooping about in business, then there would never have been a need to sell the bike in the first place. That was your punishment for your actions.
But I told you already. That was all just a misunderstanding. Haven't I told you a number of times already that I ran into your boss completely by accident? It was just sheer coincidence, not some attempt to snoop.
Don't talk nonsense. Don't think for a minute that I'm going to believe a word of that.
This is unbelievable. Although, now that I think of it, that was that one day, right? Wasn't that the day I had found out about how you were going on fake business trips?
Huh? Wait, no, I don't know what you're talking about.
Not only that, but you just reminded me. I still haven't gotten a straight answer from you about that day yet, have I? Why were you going on a fake business trip?
Hey, hold on. That doesn't have anything to do with what we're talking about right now, right? Don't go trying to change the subject. This is about your mistake.
Well. Aren't we getting all worked up? To go as far as to sell my bike so I can't go to the grocery store where I ran into your boss, as you so specifically put it. I wonder what the hell you could be trying to hide from me.
What do you mean? I'm not hiding anything from you. I can't think of anything I would need to hide in the first place.
Oh my, that level of denial certainly sounds oh so convincing to me. So you say you really don't have anything to hide? Well then, can you please tell me what you were doing going on a fake business trip?
Well, Well, what actually ended up going on is that my boss just thought that I was simply doing some work outside the office, when in actuality it was a business trip. It was just all a misunderstanding on Mr. Schwartz's part, that's all. I mean, obviously it was a misunderstanding, as I had gone on a business trip, just like I said.
Oh, so you're going to pull out that excuse again? Honestly, do you really think anyone is going to believe a flimsy excuse like that?
What? But sometimes what sounds like a dumb excuse is really what happened. And that's exactly what happened here, so there's nothing wrong. Anyway, you better not be trying to get close to Mr. Schwartz again. Got it? Just go find a grocery store that's closer to home. Don't even bother trying to go back to that other one where you met him. You understand?
No, actually, I'm in some serious trouble. You need to give me back my bicycle.
Well, I can't do that. Didn't I already tell you that I sold it?
If you can't give me the bike back, then pay me back for it. You're the one who went and sold it on some notion of punishing me for a misdeed that you made up in your head.
What? Pay you back? What makes you think you can make such a ridiculous request of me, your husband?
I will speak to you however I want. Whether or not we are husband and wife is completely irrelevant to this situation. What you did would be considered unacceptable by any reasonable person, whether it be friend, acquaintance, or family. I am going to need you to buy one to replace mine, and it needs to be the same model, too.
How impertinent can you be? What makes you think I have any obligation to pay you back? Are you that incapable of quietly reflecting on what you did to make me angry? You should be more gentle and focus on finding ways to make it up to me. I swear, you are a complete and utter failure as a wife.
I don't care how much you try to hurt my feelings. That doesn't change the facts. And the fact is, you selling my bike without having consulted me, let alone having received my permission, causes me no end of trouble. You really need to understand just how problematic the thing you did is. I don't think you have any idea how much trouble you've caused.
Me? Do something wrong? Ha! You're the one at fault here, so it's obvious something like this would happen in return. At any rate, I'm not going to be coming home today. Cool your stupid little head and reflect on what you did wrong.
No, you just hold on a moment. Do you really think you can say those things and just vanish on me? We are not done talking. Do you hear me?
I'll be out on a business trip until the day after tomorrow. After work today, I'll be heading over there, so I won't be coming home tonight.
Excuse me? A business trip? So, where do you actually plan on going?
What? Can't you read? I literally just told you. It's a business trip. If I'm telling you I'm going on a business trip, then I'm going on a business trip.
Yeah, like I'm going to believe that. You're just lying to me again, aren't you?
What? Lying? What on earth are you talking about?
Just tell me honestly already. You're not going to just brush everything off as a business trip again. Where are you actually intending to go?
What is wrong with you? Are you telling me you can't even believe your husband's words anymore?
Yeah, I'd say that's a pretty accurate assessment of the situation.
Okay, I see. Got it. So, looks like we'll be getting a divorce then.
Excuse me?
You have until the day I return from my business trip to get everything of yours packed up and get out.
Oh, that? Sure, don't worry your little head about it. I have everything all taken care of. I've already managed to sell the house, too.
Wait, you did what?
That's why I'm already leaving the house. I guess you could say I already got a bit of a head start. Sorry. You can relax. I'll be long gone by the time you get back. No need to worry.
Wait, hold on. Just back up a second there. What do you mean, you sold the house?
I've been taking such good care keeping it absolutely spotless up until now, so I managed to get quite a good price for the house, too. Then I used the money to buy myself a new house.
What in the world are you talking about? You are talking about my house, aren't you?
Oh, is that what you think? I'm so sorry, but as I'm sure you were aware, that house was in my name. Did you forget? I would think it's a little too early for you to be going senile. Anyway, that house was one of multiple originally owned by my late father, and when I came of age, they were handed down to me. It was only after that point that we started living in this house together, remember? That house was most certainly, unquestionably mine.
Yours? But, wait. What? Are you serious? Is that really how it was?
Yes. When he was still alive, my father made a small fortune in real estate investment. I have been given ownership over every single house he owned since his death. That's where all of the money I was putting into this house came from. I've been fortunate enough to have quite a large return on these investments.
What? No way!
I did tell you a long while ago that I was still putting my fair share of money into managing the house, didn't I? Or did you just forget about that, too?
I had no idea about any of that. This is the first I've heard any of this. I just thought you had some side job that you were doing that I didn't know about or something like that.
Well, I felt that this wasn't exactly the sort of thing that one would generally want to talk so openly about. So I figured that I would just keep quiet about all of it until you finally decided to actually ask where I was earning my money from. With how terribly you have been treating me all this time, I felt there was no reason for me to be the one to broach the subject.
I see. So, that's why I never knew.
Well, I guess if you thought about me at all apart from wanting to sell my things and falsely accuse me, maybe you would have asked. But I guess you missed your chance, huh? Anyway, now that I've sold this house, when you finally finish with this so-called business trip, you will no longer have a home to return to. Well then, if you'll excuse me, I really must be going.
Wait, that's right. What were you thinking, doing something like that? Why in the world would you just up and sell the house on a whim without talking with me at all?
Well, I'd say the reason was pretty simple. Someone, though I won't name any names, was going about lying to me, saying they were going on business trips when they were really cheating on me. I figured I wouldn't need to consult someone who would be so bold as to go behind my back like that.
Wait, what? Are you? No, you couldn't possibly be talking about me, are you?
Well, apart from you, who else could I possibly be referring to?
But I haven't been doing anything like that. Haven't I been telling you from the start that my business trips have been exactly what I said they are? What, do you have proof of some kind? Show me how you can be so sure. Wait, huh? How? How could you possibly have?
I never would have expected someone like you would have a hobby of taking pictures like this. Thanks to your efforts, collecting proof of everything you did turned out to be quite a simple affair. Thank you so much for the help. You are just so disgusting.
Are you saying you were secretly looking through my phone? You are incorrigible. This is a blatant invasion of my privacy. Even among a married couple, there are still lines that you just don't cross.
Oh, I'm incorrigible? Among the lines you don't cross as a couple, I'm pretty sure secretly sleeping with someone else is a pretty severe one. And who would you say was the first one to go crossing one of these lines? Oh, wait. Right, it was you. Oh yeah, by the way, these sort of pictures were taken on days when you were away from home, supposedly on a business trip, right? Having seen these, do you think my guess is on the mark?
That is,
Okay then, what do you think about this?
Wait, what? What is this? This is a picture from today, isn't it? Where did you get this picture from? Where have you been taking them? Why do you have them? Have you been secretly taking pictures of me?
Oh, what does it matter at this point? It doesn't matter now, does it? Do you finally admit what you've been doing? Are you going to keep trying to hide it from me? I said something to this effect earlier, but I do have quite a stack of evidence left that I can show you. If you want to keep giving me excuses, then by all means, be my guest.
I admit it. I admit it, okay? I've been going to see someone else.
Ah, I see. And? Do you have anything else you might want to say to me?
I'm so sorry. I apologize. I've done something horribly wrong, and I'm sorry.
Okay, I understand. Anyway, how about we move on and start getting divorced?
What? What are you talking about, getting divorced?
Huh? I'm sorry. I guess maybe you are going senile, perhaps? Did something happen? Did you already forget that you were the one who wanted us to get divorced in the first place? You said it yourself not too long ago. Well, I suppose you did receive a nasty surprise too, so I guess I don't blame you. It could happen to anyone. To go about ordering someone to leave their house, only to find that you're the one who has to leave. Who wouldn't be shocked? Well, I guess that specific case only happens to a particularly pathetic group of people, but still.
Wait, just hold on a moment there. If that's what's going to happen, what am I supposed to do now? You're telling me I no longer have a home, right?
I wonder. You can ask me as much as you like, but I'm afraid I just can't help you. Not that I would if I wanted to, anyway. Might I suggest trying to get an extension on your little business trip?
Why would you even suggest something like that? Don't you realize that's obviously impossible? Please, I'm sorry. Don't do this. Please forgive me. I'll come home right away. I'll go right to your house.
Oh, you don't need to do something like that. It's perfectly fine if you don't come back at all. I won't mind. I've already taken the extra step of sending our divorce papers to your company, so when you receive them there, please be sure to fill them out and submit them in a timely fashion.
What? Please. No, please take that back. Don't do something like that.
Oh yeah, and while I'm thinking about it, there's one other thing I need to bring to your attention. It has to do with the golf clubs you sold my bicycle to buy.
What? You did even more. What have you done with those now?
Oh no, nothing. Your mother put the clubs up for sale, and she just finished selling them.
My mother did that? Why? What is going on? Are you telling me that my mom knows all about what's been happening now?
Well, of course. She's right next to me looking at our conversation, you know.
Right. Next to you?
This is a complete disgrace. You are an embarrassment to our family, you know that? I am ashamed to call you my son. She's saying something along those lines right now.
What? Why are the two of you together right now?
Oh, your mother and I have been moving into our new house, so she's been around for a while.
What are you talking about? When you say our new house, you mean the two of you are living together? Why in the world are you living together? I am completely lost. What is going on?
Well, anyway, about the money made from selling the golf clubs. Your mother has all of it tucked away in her breast pocket. It looks like she was going to return the money to me after selling the clubs, but I told her that she could keep it for herself as a little bonus.
A bonus? What are you talking about, bonus?
She has really been doing so much work for me lately. So, I wanted to show her my gratitude by giving her all of the money from the sale of the clubs.
Huh? Don't tell me. Are you saying the part-time job my mother has been doing all this time has been…
Yes. I've been having her doing my accounting for me. While my income is all coming in from investments, it still needs to be managed well, so… Your mother has been searching for a new job since she left her old one recently. When I heard, I reached out to her and asked if she would like to work for me a bit.
This is too much. I'm losing track of all this new information. So many things are happening at once that I'm getting completely confused.
Oh, is that so? Well, how about I do you a favor and sum it up for you then? 1. We will be getting a divorce, and it is your fault we are doing so. The house has been sold. 2. In order to pay for your father's assisted living facility, your mother has been working for me for some time as a part-time account manager. This is because I both desperately need the help and have trouble managing things alone, and I highly respect your mother's work ethic and determination. To that end, while your father might still be living in that facility, your mother is now going to be living with me in our new home.
I see.
3. You will need to talk to my lawyer about repaying me for your transgressions, so please be sure to speak with her at a later date.
Your lawyer?
4. I will shortly be sending both our divorce papers and registered mail fully detailing these events to your company. Please be sure to respond to them appropriately.
Wait, hold on a second.
What is it?
You'll be sending all of the details to my company? Please, don't do that. I'll do anything if it means you won't send that mail. If the company finds out about the affair I've been having.
Ah, I see. Well, the woman you've been seeing all this time has been one of your co-workers, hasn't she? If I send all of this evidence and a full explanation to both of you at your company's address, then I suppose there is the possibility that the company will find out, isn't there? Oh my! If they find out, you might end up getting fired.
No, you can't. Please. If I lose my job along with my house, I'll…
Well, I guess it really was a bad idea for you to try to use being on a business trip as an excuse now, wasn't it? Well, as someone once told me, you reap what you sow, right?
Please, forgive me. I'll do anything, just please, don't do it.
Oh?
I apologize. Everything I've done up until now truly has been shameful and inexcusable. I will apologize until I am blue in the face. I will do anything to make it up to you. So please, I beg you, let me continue living with you.
Let me think about that for a second. No.
Why? Why not? I'm trying to tell you that I will do anything to make it up to you. Literally, anything. Doesn't asking this generally follow with you forgiving me while making me do some monumental task to make it up to you?
There is nothing you can do to make up for what you've done. Even if I did try to get you to do something for me, I don't have any faith that you would even follow through with it to the end. Such a plea from you is more worthless than the dust I clean off the furniture.
What are you saying?
Oh, your mother wants to chime in with something. Ahem. You are one of the most horrible people I have ever met. From now on, I do not consider you my son, and you are not welcome in my family. That's it. Word for word.
Mom, how could you? She's my mom and still. Why is she on your side?
I will take good care of your mother. Don't worry. I will treat her just like I would treat my own family while we live together. So please don't worry about a thing.
Me too. Please, can't you treat me like your family too? Please.
And with that, any further communication with me will have to be done through my lawyer, okay?
Please, wait. I'm so sorry. Where are you right now? I'll come and apologize right away. Please. Oh, please, forgive me. Please, forgive me!
As for what happened to my domineering, selfish ex-husband, in the end, he lost just about everything. Both him and the coworker he was cheating on me with were fired once the company found out about what they were doing. Not only that, but after being fired, his mistress ran out on him too, leaving him without a partner of any kind. His savings just about entirely vanished as well, having been paid to me as compensation for all of his actions as ordered. He lost all of his money, his companions, his house, and his family. He is going to have quite a hard time finding a new job, and he's terrible at housework too. Having lost everything and having no real skills to speak of, I wonder if he's going to even manage to eke out a life from now on. Thanks to the combination of my investment money and the compensation money that I received, Tom's mother and I have been living together quite happily and are planning on taking a trip somewhere soon. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. If you felt great after hearing the story, please leave a like and a comment in the comment section below. Please look forward to the next video.
Hey, Maria. When do you think you're going to get home today?
Huh? I already finished work for the day. I'm just about to start heading home. Did something happen?
Ah, is that so? That's just great. It's good that you're able to leave so early. That'll be a great help.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Well, starting this weekend, my parents are going to be living with us. So could you get to cleaning things up?
Wait, huh? What are you talking about?
Sorry. I guess I kind of forgot to tell you, didn't I?
You kinda forgot? I'm completely lost here. Is this a joke? You're not actually serious, are you? You're telling me that they're going to be living with us? Like, permanently?
Yeah, that's what living with us means. I mean, it's not a problem, is it? I mean, we do have a pretty large house after all.
No, wait, just hold on a second. We built this house for the two of us, didn't we? We've only been living here for a month. Why in the world would you suddenly have your parents move in? Not only that, but you didn't even ask me about it before making the decision. Why wouldn't you talk with me at all before doing something so drastic?
Well, it's my parents, so I figured there wasn't really anything to discuss. I didn't think there would be any problem.
Are you crazy? Of course there's a problem with it. For starters, you can't just go deciding something this big on your own and try to just brush it aside with some, "it'll be fine" or something. Not only that, but I never agreed at all to them just living with us. Quite the opposite, in fact. In case you forgot, I specifically said that I did not want your parents living with us when we got married.
Well, you see, about that. Remember how you were away last weekend on a business trip?
Yes? What about it?
Well, my family came to stay here while you were gone.
What? You never even asked me if I was okay with that. Not only that, but tons of our things were out of place by the time I came back. And yet, you told me you had no idea what could have happened. So you're telling me you just outright lied to me?
Hey, I wasn't lying. I really didn't know what was done. All I know is that my mom cleaned everything up, so it still ended up clean and organized, didn't it?
Don't just shove cleaning off on someone else who's not living here. You can do it yourself. Seriously, I can't believe you would just allow your family to stay without so much as notifying me about what's going on.
Hey, I told you now, so it's fine, isn't it?
What on earth makes you think that just makes it fine? Of course it isn't. It's way too late to go telling me about it after it happened.
Well, regardless, they stayed over here for a couple nights. While they were here, they were talking about how much they just loved the house. It made me really happy to hear that from them, you know?
Yes. And?
Well, I told them that it would be fine for them to live here, and they got super excited about it. Their old house has really started to show its age, for one thing. And my older sister recently divorced and started living there too. Really, their place has gotten pretty cramped nowadays. So I figured that it would just work out perfectly. So we arranged for them to move in.
No. This is just selfishness on the part of both you and your family. What makes you think you all can just make such a decision without even consulting with me first? Don't forget, I live in that house too. I deserve to have a say in this. What is the meaning of all this?
Oh, stop your whining. I'm telling you about it now, aren't I? What's so bad about it? We have an open room they can use and everything.
That's a room we had decided would be our guest room. Don't you remember? I just can't comprehend what would make you think it's all right to just do something so selfish.
What? What's so bad about it?
I shouldn't even have to explain what's wrong with it. It should be obvious. Anyway, once I get back home, we're talking with them about this.
What? Why do we have to do that? That's just a pain.
Oh, it's just a pain to you? You do realize that you brought this whole situation on yourself, right?
Well, there's not really much I can say to that, but...
You don't have to say anything! We are talking to them about this. Or rather, I am going to reject the whole plan. Any objections?
Well, yeah, actually. I can't really refuse them now.
What?
I mean, if we were just a bit late, maybe something could be done about it. But my parents are already going through the paperwork for selling their house.
Excuse me? What are you talking about?
So, I think you're going to just have to start getting used to living with them. You're not about to just make them live on the street, are you? And besides, you're my wife. There's not much else you really need to speak up about, right? It's not like you have the right to anyway.
Even though this is my house?
What does that matter? You need to obey your husband. Know your place. You're my wife, so do as I say.
This is completely outrageous.
Maria, what's going on? Are you still being this stubborn about us moving in?
Wait, what are you talking about, Catherine? I thought the whole plan of living together was canceled.
You're joking, right? If you are, it's a pretty bad one.
No, it's not a joke. Haven't you heard from Ben about it?
You don't think you can just throw out your husband's family that easily, do you? Even for someone as cold as you.
Surely you realize that's impossible.
What's that supposed to mean?
I don't think you quite understand what the circumstances are here. Next month, our house is going to be gone. We don't have any other choice but to move in with you, whether you like it or not. I think it would be better if you stop being so selfish and just quietly accept that we're moving in. Don't you think that would be easier?
I don't think that's exactly the problem here. Please, just talk to Ben about it.
Yes, I have. And he and our parents have already agreed to the idea of living together.
Excuse me?
Stop acting all shocked. The only thing left to decide is the day we move in. So stop being so obstructive and just accept it already, you self-centered jerk.
What? So now you think it's suitable to be using such language with me? I would appreciate it if you would at least act civil.
What? I'm the one being uncivil. You're the one who's being unnecessarily selfish here.
Huh?
You are only living in your husband's house because of him kindly allowing you to do so. Don't you think it would be smarter to shut up with all the selfish talk? As his wife, you need to obey your husband's family.
What century do you think we're living in where I should just obey anything you say?
Stop talking back and get cleaning so we don't have to move into a pigsty. Goodbye. So, when are you going to be coming home today? I don't want you to be too surprised when you come home, but...
Surprised about what? It's not like you haven't shocked me enough recently.
Well, considering you were being so unreasonable about having my family move in. I talked with them, and we decided we would just move in anyway.
Are you serious?
Well, what did you expect? You were just doing nothing but complaining about the whole thing. And don't forget, they're not going to have a place to live soon. Think about what I had to go through here, with your whining on one end and my family losing their house on the other. I was caught between a rock and a hard place.
Okay, that's it. I'm at the end of my rope.
Oh, don't go saying things like that. I promise, you'll be surprised at how fun it will be to live together. And besides, a lowly wife like you doesn't really deserve to have an opinion anyway. Oh, right, I should probably clarify. It's not like we're just starting to move them in. They're already here. There weren't enough rooms for them, so I had Catherine take your room instead.
Well, I suppose there's something you should know as well then. I just finalized our divorce.
Huh?
I knew from the beginning. I knew all about how you were planning to have your parents and your sister move in today.
What are you talking about?
I heard you talking with your family over the phone. You're really not good at hiding things like that. Thanks to that, I heard you say the date you would have them move in. Of course, this was all without you even saying so much as a word to me about it, let alone asking my permission. If you were open to changing your mind even a little, I think we might have been able to make something work. But you didn't. You just tried to bulldoze over my feelings, completely ignoring me as if I had no say in the situation. So, I filed for divorce.
What are you talking about? A divorce? Really?
Well, you already had divorce papers ready to go, didn't you? You said it yourself. You figured it would be good to have them ready to submit in case either of us grew tired of the other. You even said you would have no problem with them being submitted on a moment's notice.
Huh? Did I really say something like that?
I've got our texts about it as evidence. Would you like to see them?
No, I don't need to see them, but... What do you mean you filed for divorce?
It means exactly as I said. I'm sorry. Is that concept a little too hard to grasp for your pathetic brain? We are divorced now. We are not related in any way. So I would appreciate it if you and your family all left my house. Immediately.
What? Did you seriously just decide to divorce me without even asking if I was okay with it? What the hell are you doing?
Oh, I'm sorry. What's that? I'm not sure I understood you correctly. Let me see if I can get this straight. The person who just moved his whole family into my house without my permission is asking why I would do something without his consent. Am I wrong? Face it, we're divorced. You're the one who prepared the divorce papers to begin with.
But wait, moving in my family and us getting divorced are completely different things.
Oh? And how are they different? I'm the one who took out the loan for this house. The house is in my name, and my name alone. Did you forget that? If you had paid so much as a cent for the house, it might be different. But you did nothing!
I mean, sure, I didn't pay anything for the house itself, but I'm still paying the bills, aren't I?
Yeah, you're paying for the utilities and that's it.
But that still changes things, doesn't it?
Oh, it changes things now, does it? And how about how you've been seeing another woman behind my back?
Pa!
What, you think I didn't know? I told you. You are terrible at hiding things from me. I practically know everything you're thinking before you do. After I worked so hard and spent so much of my savings to have this house built, you've been trying to take it for yourself. You were planning to move your family in, chase me out, and finally have your mistress move in with you instead. Did I miss anything?
What are you talking about? There's no way I would do something like that. I mean, I'm not even cheating on you to begin with.
Do you really think you can claim that now of all times? I know how you've been seeing her for over 6 months now.
What?
I've had evidence prepared for quite a while now, too. Just in case, you know. I can't say I was expecting for us to get divorced like this, though.
What do you mean, just in case?
Well, of course, for when I'm showing why you don't deserve to get any money from me after the divorce. I mean, the divorce isn't about to be canceled at this point, so for all I know, you might try to weasel some money out of me in the process. Then again, I might be able to get you to pay me for what you've done. I'll talk to my lawyer about it.
Wait, what? You're going to try to take my money? Stop messing with me. I haven't even consented to the divorce. This is all just you trying to do whatever you want.
What's that now? I couldn't understand you over you trying to act like you have a say over who lives in the house that I built. You made it sound to your family like you were the one who had the house built. And on top of that, you have been cheating on me. You're the most revolting scum of the earth I have ever met.
But, wait, that's not what I was intending at all. Do you realize how embarrassing it is to say that my wife was the one who built the house?
What? Was it too painful for your manly pride to admit? Does it hurt to know that a woman had your house built for you? You certainly sounded like you wanted me to just be submissive and obedient, not to mention do everything you say. Are you that stuck in the past that having your wife help support you is such a painful thing to admit? You know what? Don't even answer that. I don't care anymore. And I'd probably just be disgusted by the answer. We're divorced now. We have nothing to do with each other anymore. You also have no right to that house. Not that you ever did. So would you be so kind as to get you and your family out of my house?
What? Seriously? But my family just finished moving in. We just finished all that work and you're making us move out now?
I'm sorry. I don't see how I have anything to do with what you're whining about. You're the one who just had them move in without my permission, didn't you? I'm warning you. I don't have much patience to listen to your grumbling. Would you prefer I called the police over and had them arrest you for trespassing?
What? What are you talking about? You're saying you would have us arrested? I don't understand why you keep saying things like this. Please, just stop. I mean, at least it would be fine if I still lived here, right?
What are you talking about? We're divorced. Of course not.
And what about my family? Please, just let them stay here for a little while. Look at the timing here. Telling them to leave now would just be too much.
Nope. If you don't get out of the house soon, I will not hesitate to call the police.
Look at what you're saying here. Just calm down, Maria.
Oh, I'm perfectly calm. You're the one who's panicking about this, not me. I have no qualms about having you arrested for this. But if you just stop whining and leave the house, then there's nothing to worry about now, is there? At least nothing to worry about from the police now, anyway. I'll be sure to send a message to your company regarding when the hearing will be, so you don't have to worry about a thing.
You're sending something to my office? Stop. Don't do it. Don't you think you're going overboard with all of this?
Well, where else would I send it? I don't know where your future address is going to be, and your family already sold their house. Do you have some other address I should send the notice to? I mean, I'll be sending them a formal notice regarding how you were cheating on me anyway. Your mistress is your coworker, right? I believe your company has a policy about that. Don't you get it? I've done my research. The only thing you can do now is regret all of the things you've done.
I'm already regretting it. I'm sorry. But still, don't you remember? My family just sold their house. Knowing that, don't you think it's too cruel to just chase us out like this?
Oh? You want me to think about their circumstances? You're telling me that the man who cheated on me and tried to take my house from me, since you intended on doing this to me from the beginning, that's like fraud. The man who forced his family into my home and was planning to have his mistress move in as well. That man wants to lecture me on being cruel?
I mean, look, there may be a shred of truth in what you're saying, but I didn't mean anything bad by it. Can't you understand that at least?
You didn't mean anything bad by trying to completely disregard my wishes and sleep around behind my back? Well, that does sound utterly ludicrous. I can't say it really even matters anymore. Whether I understand your crap or not, we're already divorced. You no longer have my permission to live in this house. If you don't get out, I'm calling the police. That's all. I'll be contacting your company regarding the hearing and your misdeeds. There's nothing you can do to change that.
Hold on. If you really do all of that, it'll be really bad.
Well, why don't you start by telling your family? Honestly, I might add. Maybe something like, the truth is, my wife had bought the house and was simply allowing me to live there. Or, I guess you'd have to say ex-wife now, wouldn't you?
But if I do that, it will look so bad for me. My honor as a man. It'll be destroyed.
Wow! I can't believe you actually said that. How did I ever come to marry such a pathetic human being? How about how your family believed every little thing you said and did nothing but talk down to me? What about my honor as a person? I think it would be better if you just admitted that you were such a lowly person. After that, you should gather everyone up and get the hell out of my house.
Seriously, there's no way I can do that. That's impossible. I'm telling you, there's no way we can do that.
I can't say I care. Just shut up. Talking with you is a waste of time now. Get out of my house, you worthless man. Do it quickly before I call the police and they make you leave.
Hold on, please. I'm sorry. I won't cheat on you ever again. I promise.
Oh, for sure. I can imagine you won't do something as idiotic as that again. But even if I were to be foolish enough to forgive you, as I'm sure I've said before, there's absolutely no way I am going to live with your family. If there's anything else you want to say to me, you should contact my lawyer. We have no further reason to speak with each other.
But, wait. My mother will take care of all of the cleaning. You won't have to do any of the work yourself. I'll give you back the room that I had given to my sister. She can just stay in the same room as my parents. Wouldn't that be okay? That should fix all of the problems you had with living with them, right? Let's enjoy life together. All 5 of us as a family.
I don't understand how you think you have any room to make such requests. Since I would prefer not to have to deal with your pleading any further, this is where I say goodbye.
No, wait.
Have fun trying to find a house. Maybe try holding on to it a little longer this time. It was quite an ordeal to deal with, what with my now ex-husband trying to take my house for himself and his family, but I managed to get through it. I guess the threat of being arrested was serious enough for him, because when I got home that day, there was no trace of him, his family, or his things. Over the next year, I started seeing someone else, and we've recently started living together. We're even starting to contemplate marriage, too. While I haven't heard much from Ben or his family, he had never blocked me from social media. Thanks to that, I found out that he was dumped by his mistress, and his family is stuck renting a cheap 2-bedroom apartment in the projects. I'd say I feel bad for their living situation, but they fell into this whole mess completely of their own accord. They deserved what they got. I'm just going to continue enjoying my new life without them. And that's a wrap. So, what did you think? For a guy like him to have divorce papers prepared while he's cheating on his wife, just what did he even think would happen? If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. If you have thoughts on how it could be made better, please leave a comment about what we can do better. Please look forward to the next one.